It's good to be with you today. We're in the final stretch, right? We've been through Advent now, our fourth week. Christmas is almost here. We're getting close to home. On Christmas Eve, we'll have two worship services. We'll have one at 5:30 that's really intended as a family service, a lot of singing, a lot of scripture. And then we'll also have a service at 10 o'clock Christmas Eve, a more intimate kind of service. Also at 10 o'clock with communion at both services, we'll have candle lighting, and we hope to see you there and usher Christ into the world. And then this weekend, we will just have one worship service for this weekend, and that will be on Sunday morning at 9. There will be no Saturday night service and no 11 o'clock service this weekend. But you're invited for that. We hope to see you there, and we hope that you have a great Christmas. And we are coming in, and we continue with our sermon series, Close to Home. And home is this sense of acceptance and belonging, a sense of security, a sense of meaning and calling, a sense of freedom, of where we can be who we are meant to be. Jesus' birth is an invitation. It's an invitation for us to come home, for us to find out where it is that we belong, to find that peace that only Christ can give us, that sense of security that the rest of the world cannot give us. Christmas is all about invitation. We've heard it in these weeks of Advent. Mary was invited to carry Christ. Joseph was invited to be a father. Elizabeth was invited to provide a sanctuary. Zechariah was invited to give a foundation to John the Baptist. John the Baptist invites us to change our lives. Like the shepherds and the magi, we are invited. Invited to the scene, the stable. Invited to partake in the love that God has for us. But we're only invited. It's up to us to get there. Right? God says the invitation, but it's up for us to travel, to get there, and to experience what God has in store for us. We're close to home, but we need to take the steps to get there. And then our next story is somewhat similar to that. For the 26th, the first Sunday after Christmas, we have one of those rare stories of Jesus' youth when he's a boy. Right? Jesus and his family, they go to Jerusalem, they go to the temple, and they spend a few days for, now I forget the festival, and when the festival is over, the family leaves, but 3 days later, they find that Jesus is not with them in the traveling party. Jesus isn't lost. We need to make sure that we hear this. Jesus is not lost here. Jesus is answering the invitation. Jesus is where God intends him to be. It's the family, right? That maybe misheard the invitation, did not follow through. So God invites you to a home that will give you a sense of belonging, a sense of acceptance, a home that has some peace for you, even in the midst of the chaos around us. A home that gives you purpose and meaning. A home that allows you to be who you are meant to be. So I invite you to answer the invitation, to come to church, to sing the songs, to pray, and feel the love that surrounds you. Merry Christmas.